power. We are developing 6 engine variants altogether. The 3-cylinder 1.0, 1.2. We have the GDI, gasoline direct injection for 1.3 and 1.5. And the top end will be the 1.3 and 1.5 TGDI, turbocharged gasoline direct injection.
Will the engine be running continuously or do they stop off and on?
So there will be so-called thermal tests continuously to be done at open throttle, meaning that will be a maximum so-called stress will be put on the engine for continuously 500 hours, and that is actually equivalent to 160,000 kilometers. So that's 500 hours of thermal test.
Will you be sending the engine to Malaysia for testing?
Yes, we will. In fact, as I mentioned just now, there will be 25 dyno test centers will be used for the testing zone to accumulate 15,200 hours of running. So 10 will be at Lotus, 4 will be at Ricardo, if I'm mistaken, and then another 6 at Proton, and the remaining at vendors for calibration and other testing zones.
How do you know how many kilometers you get from each liter?
Well, from the hours zone, there are some numbers used by Ricardo. For 1 hour example, I just give some simple example. Open throttle, we can clock actually 160 kilometers if we drive for full 1 hour. So multiplying that factor of hours 500, hours multiplied by 160 actually give us about 80,000 kilometers. But the endurance test is actually will be almost double than the normal behavior driving. So that's why actually the 500 hours equivalent to 160 hours of 160,000 kilometers of driving.
What kind of fuel are you going to use?
The normal fuel for this engine tone, the minimum is around 95. The testing will be carried out for different purposes. We'll be testing all critical components and performance, and from this test we will be able to validate all the anticipated performance of the engine, the actual BSFC, the actual torque for the engine. And this is actually the first step. Tone, that's all members, media. The next level will be we have to make this to match it to the transmission. And as we all know, we are also taking this opportunity to have a new transmission that will be much more efficient as compared to the present one that we have. And the final process will for us to package this engine and transmission to our future models. That I believe will be the engine program will end by end of this year, and the application to vehicle will start as soon as 2018.
Can we monitor the performance of all the engines from KL?
Yes, so we can have this actually Skype running 24 hours. We will know whether the team are working or not. But we have to put at 25 different test cells, because they'll be at various locations all over the world. This is a global engine tone that will also bring us to Euro 6C. Euro 6C means that this engine will also be able with BSG, with stop-start function and other peripherals to bring it below 99 gram per kilometer. That will be regulation beyond 2020 Euro. So this is a global engine for PROTON.
What about the 3-cylinder one? Will it perform up to the standard required in UK?
Yes, those. The 1.0 liter is anticipated to bring us even below 5 liter per 100 kilometer fuel consumption, standard base engine, and with other add-on technology, we can bring it as low as below 4 liter per 100 kilometers with the 1.0. 3-cylinder.
Cik Rashid,
Yes,
send our warmest regard to our team.
we need that warm regard because everything is very cold over here.
And Dave, please make sure that you supply enough warm clothing to our team. We do not want them to. We do not want them to be sick because we still need them to work for the next 2 years to make sure that they can deliver the engine.
Yes, absolutely. So I should say, I always know when your team is working, and they do work very hard because they all have the same cars in the car park. So I always know when the Proton team is here, and I know when they're not. So, but they have been working very hard.
And Cik Rashid and the team, congratulations! Thank you very, very much for a very successful first firing test. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ali, Thank you everybody from Ricardo. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.